Hey there, in our last video we decided where we were going to put our needles and we talked about why. So if you don't know where to put your needles, you're on the wrong video and you need to go back to the first video in the series of the heel. So I know where my needles are going to go. They're going to go in this orange row. And so, whoops, there we go. They're going to go in this orange row. And so I'm going to start to place my needles. I'm going to take the bottom needle from the first one that's done here and give myself a little bit of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this orange row and I'm going to pick up the left loop of each stitch in this row. So left loop, whoops, left loop, and just keep going across. I'm going to want to make sure when I get to the end that I have it all 36 stitches on my needles. Now these stitches were stitched with a 2.5 needle. So if you have needles that you can screw off the ends and change them, you might want to drop down to a smaller needle size for this. I find picking up the stitches is so much easier if you use a smaller needle, but as you can see, you can use the needle you use to knit them. That's not a problem. It's just a little bit more tedious, but we're making progress. We're getting there. So we're gonna keep going here, whoops, picking up until we get all 36 stitches, and then we're going to do it all over again 2 rows up. So we'll skip a row, and that's going to be the row that actually gets unraveled. Bear with me, unraveling that row is probably the scariest thing you'll ever do in sock knitting, but once you put one of these socks on your foot, you'll feel like it was the best decision you ever made. So let's just keep going. We're almost there. Now I'm just going to count and see how many more I need to get to. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. So I've got all 36 stitches there, and we're set on that side. Now I'm going to take the needle that was in the top of the other sock, and I'm going to skip ahead 2 rows. So let me just get this needle here. My socks are going to be quite close to each other now, and that's fine. I want all the length I can have. So if you're using a 32-inch or higher, this will fit perfectly and you'll have no problem doing both of them. If you're using a 12-inch or a 20-inch, you might find that you can't fit both of them on at the same time. I prefer to do my heels together because then I know that they're identical and they're going to fit the same. But if you have a smaller needle length, then you might need to do them one at a time, and that's fine too. So I'm coming back up here. I'm going to try and hold it really close together so you can see here. There's the row I did. This is the next row right here. I'm going to go up 1 more row. So I'm going to go to this stitch. So you can see there's 1 stitch in between that's being left behind. That stitch there. This is where I want to be. And now I'm going to pick up 36 stitches across, and then I'll meet you back here.